Hello, welcome to My Story with CareCredit, where real CareCredit cardholders share their stories of life-changing healthcare. CareCredit's a leading national healthcare credit card that can enable you to get many of the procedures and treatments you want or need now and pay over time with promotional financing on purchases of $200 or more. CareCredit is accepted at hundreds of thousands of locations nationwide to pay for care for you, your family, and your pets. I'm your host, Amy Freena, and today we're talking with Allie. Her daughters were the first kids in their class to need braces, and with CareCredit as part of her family's financial toolkit, Allie was able to service their smiles.
I'm Allie, and I've been a CareCredit card holder for 5 years. My younger daughter and my older daughter both had various issues with their teeth. We consulted with the orthodontist, and he let us know what our options were and what the cost was going to be for all of the services, and it's significant. But then he mentioned CareCredit as an option for us, and we thought that was a really good tool for our family. When my older daughter got her braces, she came to school and she was so excited to show them off. They got to use all these different colors, and then my younger daughter was like chomping at the bit. So we felt like it was actually a really cool bonus that we started them early for a lot of reasons. One of the things that we thought was really cool about the CareCredit credit card was the promotional financing that they offered. So it would allow us to pay things off over time without taking away finances from other pots that we had, and we could have this dedicated tool just for that. Thank you, CareCredit, for being part of our family's financial toolbox.
Allie, thank you so much for joining us. How are you today?
I'm great, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. So we are excited to hear all about your CareCredit story. So let's just start right from the beginning. When did you first hear about the CareCredit credit card?
Well, my daughter was probably around 8 or 9 years old, and we decided to investigate some orthodontia for her because she had a tooth that wasn't coming in correctly. So we go to the orthodontist office, and of course, there's the sticker shock of this massive bill that we're going to have to pay.
Of course.
So we were exploring the options. You know, we could have used one of the other tools in our financial toolbox, but we picked the CareCredit credit card because when it was presented to us, it was just seemed like sort of the natural fit for our family. So my orthodontist brought it up and, you know, showed us the options and how it worked. And we thought that was a really good plan for us.
Awesome. So they brought it to you while you're still in the office. Did you apply while you were there?
We did. I feel like it was so easy. I can almost not remember because it was just like, yeah, we just filled out some forms and then we, you know, were able to start her on her orthodontia right away.
Wow.
So it was really, I remember being actually really impressed with how fast and simple it was.
Nice.
Truly, it was just like kind of a natural extension of the consultation with the orthodontist office.
Wow.
And then we had this option and they were like, this is what you can do. And we're like, great, that seems perfect for us.
We will do that.
We will.
So you would say the promotional financing that the CareCredit credit card offered you was probably helped seal the deal right then and there.
Oh, for sure. I mean, basically using the promotional financing was the same thing as just being able to pay it with cash. You know, for us, it was really a no-brainer to utilize the service and what they provided for us because it was just so easy and kind of felt like, you know, a no-brainer, like I said.
Right. So when did you start the treatment with your daughter?
Oh gosh, it was probably 5 years ago now.
Okay.
So we did that then, and then we utilized it again when my second daughter came in for her orthodontia, and she had a whole host of her own.
She said, I'm going to outdo my older sister.
She did, as always, like a little sister does. She was like, I'm going to have an underbite, and I'm going to need headgear, and I'm going to, you know, all the things. So again, we sort of assessed where we wanted to, you know, pull from and what we wanted to use. But we knew we already had the CareCredit credit card, and so it was an easy
no-brainer
again to just put it on that. We have a lot of medical expenses in our family. So it was just having this box for that. It was just like a nice little, you know, easy to track, easy to pay option for us.
I would assume this gave you a lot of peace of mind because how old were your daughters when they each went through this?
They were probably both around 8 when they started.
Okay, so that's...
And they're 9 and 11 now. So, you know.
And when you're in school and you have things going on and you don't look like...
Oh, actually, I was saying... in some ways, it was easier for them. They were the first in their classes to have braces.
So they were the trendsetters.
They were the trendsetters. They were the cool kids because, you know, usually it's the older kids that have braces.
Right.
But they came into their classes and they were like, And so
Okay.
we were able to, do this for them early, which is going to stave off problems later down the road for them, which
Absolutely.
is great. And also, we kind of found that it sparked a lot of conversations with other parents about
Interesting.
the benefits of starting orthodontia early,
Huh.
and how that it can make it easier, and so it's not it wasn't a stigma for them at all. They felt
Right.
very cool about it, and I loved that now it's a part, like middle school is hard enough.
That's what I was saying.
So having it kind of out of the way allows them to kind of focus on the other
Right.
terrors of middle school.
Right. And they're going to feel more confident in the way that they look.
Yes, absolutely.
Probably as mom, that's probably so important to you. One less thing that you're like, honey.
With little girls, I think, instilling a sense of confidence,
Yes.
and just being able to be proud of who they are and not have to worry about the superficial things. They
Right.
can focus on what's important. So this was just another way that we could kind of take care of that for them ahead of time. I try.
So I know you said you talked about it with other parents, but I'm assuming that you shared your experience with the CareCredit credit card with all the other parents at school when they said, hey, my kid probably needs braces too.
I think I probably did mention it, particularly to my sister, because it is sort of an easy way. Everybody's concerned about finances,
Right.
especially these days.
Yes.
And it's just was sort of a way that we could take care of it and not have to worry about it. It
Right.
was like we have this little pocket, this little tool at our
Nice.
disposal.
Have you used it for anything else or have plans to?
I haven't, but now that I'm doing this, I'm kind of thinking, because I do have a lot of personal medical expenses. I'm
Okay.
going through cancer, and
my
I
gosh.
have a lot of, I have a very large medical pocket that I have to draw from. So now I'm
Okay.
thinking, gosh, what have I missed about
Right.
CareCredit that I could be using it
Right.
for? So I really want to kind of look into it a
into
little bit
it.
more and see if it's something that would be a smart idea to use for us.
Absolutely. Any way that they can help you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Any way to give you any kind of peace of mind, especially these days, is huge. You kind of already answered this, but again, in this day and age, everybody wants to write a review and say how they feel. So if you could write a review on your entire experience with the CareCredit credit card from the very beginning to now, what would you say?
It just was so easy. When my friend asked me if I was, interested in speaking about the CareCredit credit card, I was like, oh yeah, we use that.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it's such a natural part of our family finances now that
Interesting.
I almost forgot in a way that,
Right.
it's just part of what we use. It's part of our toolbox. So I would just be really excited to talk about how easy and simple it was to apply for it, to have it at our disposal so that we could utilize it whenever we needed to.
Gosh, well, I'm so happy it's helped you in so many ways.
Yes.
But thank you so much for sharing your story and your inspiration, and we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on My Story with CareCredit. If you're interested in applying for the CareCredit credit card or want to find a provider in your area who accepts CareCredit, visit us at carecredit.com.